The other video didn't load, so you guys don't know. I was watching enough with Jennifer Lopez and Billy Campbell and Noah Wiley. Okay, that's what I was watching. I didn't. The channel changed. I don't remember the piece of cake, piece of pie girl's name. Cut me a break, man. You guys are such brats, man. What about this person? Yeah, I got that too with Drea DiMatteo and Vince Vaughn. It's like, okay, you want me to keep your friends safe from the people trying to kill them over money with technology while you're trying to kill them with technology over money. You do know that's clinically fucking insane, and then you think my family's nuts. I agree. My family is stuck in clinical insanity. I told Dad that. I went through pains. I tell him all the time. I said, Dad, I don't get mad at you guys because you're abused by scientists to believe in stuff that's not real, and you keep asking and keep believing in it. I don't get mad at you. I just ask you, why are you still doing it? Okay. I'm going to go shove my dick in a meat grinder and ask Jesus to heal it for me. Okay, quit doing that. Okay, that's the equivalent of my family. Okay? I'm going to go shove my genitalia in a meat grinder and ask Jesus to fix it. Okay, why don't you just stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me? No, I'd rather just sit here and roll my eyes at you and say Jesus is God and he's going to save me, but he's not going to save you because you won't accept Jesus as God. And I'm like, God dang. I'm going to go shove my dick in a meat grinder and ask Jesus to fix it, right? Help! Yelp! And so it's really hard. And so if Jennifer Lopez has tech support that can see through the Sony when I talk to my dad, she hates him. She can't stand him. She hates that rotten, disgusting man. He was mean to his wife. He was horrible to his kids. His kids that came up that weren't raised by him think he's the greatest guy in the world, and he's a jerk. And the only thing that makes him be the greatest guy in the world is because his son kicked his ass so hard he doesn't act like an ass in front of people anymore. Is your dad just like that too? Because he's in the Church of Scientology, right? Maybe. You ever seen that movie Angel Eyes? Yeah. People take movies because they hit home. Okay. But people don't give up on their family. They hope they can, radically change. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family. Okay. And so, just keep picking that nose. Okay, look, it's Morgan Fairchild. Remember when Morgan Fairchild said that? She goes, well, I'd have people that would obsess on me, and they would not leave me alone. I'd go to a restaurant, and I would just start picking my nose, and they would, oh yeah, she picked her nose. I'm like, that is funny. Okay, thanks, Morgan Fairchild, whom I slept with. Remember that with John Lovitz? It was always, she has such tiny little nostrils. That always fascinated us. Like, how does she breathe? I'm just kidding. Her nostrils are so tiny. Look at them. They're just little. They're just little bitty. Have you seen Morgan Fairchild? She's a blonde actress from the 1970s. She has these tiny little nostrils. I always noticed that when I was a kid. She's like, her nose is so tiny. She looks like Kris Kringle's wife from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. She has this tiny little, almost like a puppet nose. It's little tiny and she's got that little nose. And did you ever notice that? She's adorable. She's really cute, right? But it's like, it always just fascinated me. She has such a tiny nose. She's this little tiny nose, the two little, it's almost like little slits. It's like, how does she breathe? She must have come from real cold climates, to try to limit the cold air going in and causing pneumonia in the lungs, right? She must be from like way up north to Alaska. She must be like Norwegian or, Sweden and Norwegian up in Finland and all the way up there. That's where her relatives must be from. So I thought, because me and Ty Sunderman talked about that when I was in the service. He said, well, it's where these people had lived over years and years and years and they have to adapt to the environment. And so most of our migrations show that they come from near the equator, and then through violent sex cult behavior, they kind of disperse. And it's like, oh, like those people say in the Bible, yeah, and in the Torah. Right. The lost tribes of Israel, it's not really lost tribes of Israel. It's just more, I hate them, and they try to get away from them. It's not so much I hate, It can go, there's more than one outcome. Okay. So, like with me, when I migrate away, it's because I don't want to have to kill Biggest Dickus because he won't stop raping everybody. And all the people that agree, hey, this rape culture is great. It's like, I'm going to take the people that hate the rape culture and I'm going to go cross the River Jordan. And then once we cross it, then we keep walking. And then we're going to get in boat trains and boats and planes. And we're just going to keep going. We're going to try to establish a kingdom. And now they've got it to the point where it's like, no kingdom of heaven for you. It's like, okay. It's time for me to click him in the dick and slap her vagina shut because nobody needs money to fuck on this beautiful planet anymore. Alrighty then. Okay. You asked for it, you got it. It's the tiny little pocket-sized Messiah who has a gut now that looks like he's an alcoholic because they won't stop poisoning him to death because they think it's funny. It's sick. It's sick. Most people that are empathetic, it's happening to them too. So they're like, well, he should have to die from cancer too because Jesus feel my pain here. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer, you little putz. Okay. So it's real hard for, I feel more empathy and sorrow and suffering and pain for them than they do for me. I stand up to share the Lord's Prayer for everybody and redeem the Gospels. I stand up to stop little girls in Mexico from being raped to death by psychos like Johnny Avila and Al Chapo, okay? And I get my balls almost rotted off by their family, who are business partners with the perverts here, and they laugh about it. You're just jealous because you can't stand up to and stop El Guapo, and you're gonna do amigos, and Patrice Martinez and the Ferrari girl still don't want to have sex with you. Have you figured out why? Okay, your wife isn't physically desirable as they are. But when your wife is having sex, she's sitting there thinking, why can't you be like amigos? My little buttercup, sweet little buttercup. So I can't help it if every time you have sex, your wife is thinking, why can't you be like Earl Parsons? I can't help it if I'm still in love with you, right? It's not my fault that I've been on social media for 16 years getting tortured by the worst perverts in the world, and no one else will stand up for me because there are men out there that think it's funny that they rot my genitalia off of chemical poisoning from pervert scientists that put up rockets and satellites to take your daughter's video footage of masturbating with a hot guy from Britain and pass it around, go, that bitch doesn't want to have sex with me, but I'm watching her touch herself to that hot British guy. We talked her into it. Class comedians, huh? Well, you got caught being the class clown, and I'm not even going to help you put all the picnic tables on top of the theater at Deer Valley High School. I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to help you with the ropes or the pulley systems or nothing. No. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell everybody you were the pervert that ran naked through the graduation with a ski mask. All you wrestlers. No, Dave Dugan was hilarious. So was Sal. They were morons. Okay. But Ponch has been friends with all those jock bully morons her whole life, and all the guys she goes out with, have to fit in or they'll kill you. Like what happened with Louis Benegas. I know. That's why Lopez is still on this. We gotta beat them and fight. Like, Lopez, just stand up for the Lord's Prayer. But they killed Louis Benegas because he was empathetic and sympathetic to Mexican migrants. And Lawrence said they shouldn't be coming here illegally. Pancha and Lawrence say they shouldn't be coming here illegally. Louis Benegas says they've lived here for 4,000 years. Pancha and her family didn't show up till 1958, right? Okay. Even though she goes by Pancha, that doesn't make her an immigrant. I mean, a home girl from here, And so it's, me and Louis connected in prayer and spirit, and I connect through his wife and his kids, especially his son and his nephew, Zeke, And me and the Catholic Benegases get along real well, and all the Mesilla Valley Christian Benegases think I'm a pervert. I'm like, yeah, you would, but you go to church with the people that spy on my house and sexually, and then take the video of talking to the girl, and then they all masturbate, pass it around to it, and go, yeah, you want your kid to grow up to be a rocket scientist too? going to get a scholarship to MIT. You're so proud, aren't you? Then after that, that one's going to an Ivy League school. Okay, he's going to be the one in charge of the artificial intelligence that runs the robotics, that does the marketing, that gets everybody to deny the Lord's Prayer and make all the billionaires trillionaires. And okay, do you understand how dirty and rotten scoundrels you guys are? Do you need to use your restroom? You don't have to leave the chair. Just shit in your pants right there like Steve Martin. Come on. My little buttercup, sweet little buttercup. You can't kiss Patrice Martinez and be romantic with her. She's dead. She died from cancer. She was poisoned to death. She had a history of being poisoned to death in her family. Well, she's from Albuquerque. Yeah. Albuquerque, Roswell, Las Cruces, Sierra Vista. Cancer clusters. Wow. We're mass murdering the poor. They're a problem. They get up and try to get us to live the Lord's Prayer instead of lay down and enjoy the dick and take the coaching style of Bobby Knight to heart. Okay, fuck that shit. 5 is fucked, and so is selling Gatorade and Nike to people that could make their own shoes. Just help them make their own shoes. Have the place local where we can make our own shoes and enjoy basketball without having to travel all the world and cheat on our wives and tell our kids, you'll do it too. Are you going to go my way? Black girl, your ancestry's lost. Wow. You do know that guess who sings it better than Lenny Kravitz? American woman, stay away from me. Oh, yeah, everybody knows that Burton Cummings has a better voice than Lenny Kravitz. Oh, yeah. And Randy Bachman? He's a better guitar player. Yeah, Randy Bachman's a better guitar player. Burton Cummings is a better singer. Lenny Kravitz? Well, he's definitely more sexually desirable for people that like to fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, you'll do it too. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace out.